Alright, hey guys, what's up? It's Bibzuda here again for some more Resident Evil 4 Remake Hardcore S Plus walkthrough. Chapter 14 right here. We are going to be getting into it. Just rescued Ashley out of the first spot on the island, so we are going to loot the room she was in here. Just a couple of crates and then this crystal ore on the cart there. Good to grab that. Definitely a nice thing to sell for a decent amount of money. And I quickly checked my health. If you aren't full health, you can come and eat this black bass that is in the cage there. I'm not sure how Ashley was locked in there for so long and managed to resist eating that black bass. I really wouldn't have been able to do it personally. You can go ahead and send the biosensor scope to storage because or at least I only kill that one regenerator for the wrench in this playthrough. Of course, send Ashley through to open the door for you. And I'm just registering my heavy grenades to the shortcut there. She does take her time jumping down and getting this door open, so it's a bit slow. But once she does that, she lets us know that she's the master of unlocking, of course, which is a pretty funny line there. And then we can loot a couple more crates in this room before meeting up with our good friend the merchant in the upcoming room here. So what you of course I'm crafting more flash grenades whenever pretty much all the large resources I pump into flash grenades. Sell off everything that is sell only, including key items and stuff. And I had some submachine gun ammo to get rid of there. And I do now have all the gem types I need for the crown. There was a red barrel which I picked up in the last chapter in the regenerators area, so I can make it a full 5 gemmed crown and sell it for 100,000 pesetas here. Nice payday. Of course, repair my knife and armor. And then, again, if you're planning on using rocket launchers, do not spend this money on anything but those pretty much. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to purchase the Killer 7. And this is what I recommend for Krauser. If you're not going to be doing the rocket launcher, just buy the Killer 7 and then power it up as much as you can. That's pretty much what I would recommend doing, because against Krauser's final form, which again I personally think is one of the, if not the hardest boss in the game, I just pump the Killer 7 ammo into him, all the ammo that I've gathered throughout the game, and take him out with that. So that's what I would recommend doing. And then we can move on to this section up here where Ashley's going to be operating the wrecking ball. Right outside the door, you can turn around and shoot that thing way up there to get another Alexandrite for selling later. And yeah, you want to make sure you have at least a couple grenades, as many grenades as you can get at this point. Of course, I have 2 regular grenades and 3 heavy grenades. You can loot this dumpster here for a gold bangle, which is pretty nice to grab. A little free treasure there. And then kill off that guy and make your way up to the staircase here. And you do want to kill off these guys, at least if they see you. Of course, there's that guy, and then the second guy comes and comes over, but he might not be there to see you. But yeah, you probably do want to kill him because they will follow you into this building. I go ahead and throw a heavy grenade down there to make pretty quick work of most of these guys here. Try to get the knife on that guy, but aren't able to make it before he stands up. But he goes down another shot or 2. But yeah, see, as you can see, these guys do come through here, so I just break out the shotgun to take care of them. But you can make it a little easier on yourself probably if you take them out beforehand, if they do end up spotting you. But then we come up here and have Ashley hold this lever down, and there's also handgun ammo, a locker to loot, and gunpowder right there, so some pretty easy to access stuff for sure. And then I will also go ahead and grab this treasure, which is right here outside that window where Ashley is holding the lever. Shoot that thing down, pick up a velvet blue for yourself, and then of course run around and open the other door so we can grab Ashley. And then 3 guys will come in. 1 will be already up there with Ashley, and 2 will be at the door. So we can go ahead and take out these 2 guys that are coming in the door here. Red 9, of course, fully upgraded at this point, is quite easily able to take out normal enemies. And then this guy will usually actually grab Ashley and jump out the window if you don't have the armor suit. So if you do need to do that, then just run around or jump down after him. And then we can move on. Break out the sniper rifle here. I forgot to reattach my regular scope after getting rid of the biosensor, but yeah, you can snipe this guy over there. Get a little unlucky on the hitbox there or something, but he will have hatchets and try and throw them at you. So be prepared for that. He ends up being a Plaga here, so just take a couple steps back to pump some red 9 bullets into him, take him out. And then up here, I'll throw another heavy grenade. There's usually 3 people there. One of them, I guess, got like hung up on the door or something back there and took a while to come out, so that was kind of annoying, but I was able to just run past him. Most of the time that doesn't happen, and there's just 3 guys there at that point. You can come over here quickly to grab an emerald, which is nice to pick up. And then we've got these 2 doors which have these switches, and I mean, I'm sure you know how to do these, but it is a strange delay, and you definitely want to get good at doing these because personally, like I said, I only kill the 1 regenerator for the wrench. I don't end up killing this Iron Maiden regenerator here. I just run straight past him and hop on the door and open it and go through. So yeah, make sure Ashley's close because she needs to come with you to do this, and then just hop on. Definitely go to the right lever because sometimes Ash can get stuck if you go to the left one. And yeah, don't miss that because you'll be in pretty big trouble if you do, but you should have enough time to do it if you hop on it right away. If he does hit you off or mess you up somehow, then I guess try and throw a flashbang and get that to work, but you might just need to retry the chapter at that point. Ideally, that will not happen. Extended map treasure right there. Again, my professional S+ will not have Ashley's armor, will not have bonus weapons. I won't be using any extended map treasures, but I'm at least getting them in this run to kind of show you how you can make things slightly easier for yourself with these things. Definitely grab that ornate necklace there off of the console because it's you know, one of the better jewelry items to socket things into in the game. And this is only a ruby, so it's not a huge deal. Of course, we've got 2 barrels here that you can grab. There's a fish on the left here if you need it for health, and then an herb on that walkway over there, again, if you need it for health. Swap this power thing, and then break out the sniper rifle. There's going to be 4 guys that run down here, so just go ahead and pop their heads as they come. I missed one shot there, unfortunately, but I think I hit all the other ones. And then there will be a 5th guy who comes and messes with Ashley, which is really annoying. This guy some reason takes 3 sniper shots. But yeah, I loop over here to grab this herb, and then a regenerator will tumble out of the garbage there and come for you, but basically just run from it. I don't think you can wait for that 5th guy. I'm pretty sure he just comes once you start heading back, but it may be possible to wait for him. I don't think it is, though, so if it is, then you can wait for him and just kill him, but otherwise you'll have to run around and then shoot him so that you know, he'll not be able to stop her. And then you have to wait for Ashley to redo the bridge, so you can loot these crates in the meantime, and then just run around in circles around this trash heap here to avoid the regenerator. He kind of got caught or something and turned around there, which was kind of weird. But yeah, whenever the bridge is back up, you can just run straight over it, and Ashley will drop him into the abyss, which is pretty cool that she does that to prevent him from coming for you. This puzzle here, the main thing you have to know is just to put the first ring so that the top one there is facing away. And then it's pretty easy from there to figure out the rest. But yeah, you can screenshot that or whatever if you want to reference it whenever you're completing it. And then right here you can loot some barrels. Take out a flashbang before you crouch under here because there's 3 of the Plaga, level 3 Plagas or whatever that come out there. So you can take them all out with a quick flashbang. And we are here at the Wrecking Ball portion, which I almost just run straight to. But of course the merchant is here, so you can loot the room for a couple barrels and speak to him for whatever you might need. Sell that gold bangle, velvet blue, and whatever else you might want. You can repair your stuff. And then if you want more flashbangs, of course, pick up some large resources from him as well. Can be very helpful. I don't craft them right away, but I just buy 1 of them. And then we are going to jump down here, and then don't catch Ashley because that can skip the cutscene of you guys looking at the wall, as long as you just run over here and hit F on the Wrecking Ball. And then immediately right here, I don't know what I'm taking my time with. I throw a heavy grenade over there, and then throw 3 or 4 grenades. I only have 3, so I just throw them all. I maybe should have kept my heavy grenade for that. And do shoot that barrel to kill the guy with the dynamite. But then, yeah, throw pretty much all your grenades up to a maximum of 4 at the wall there, and that will weaken it quite a bit. I think if you do 4 grenades, then Ashley will destroy the wall in 1 swing. But since I unfortunately didn't have enough grenades, she is going to have to take 2 swings. And yeah, I'm really having a hard time hitting this guy with the red 9s. Unfortunate inaccuracy there, but Yeah, it goes kind of bad here at the start because a guy gets up there really early and starts harassing her, and I don't realize it until you know, she's been waiting for a long time. So she takes a long time to take her first swing, but when she finally does do it, then you know, it's obviously going to be pretty quick after this for her to finish. So I run around looting some stuff, and then you can just mostly run around avoiding these guys for the most part. Of course, you know, have your shotgun ready to shoot them or pistol them or whatever, but takes her second swing here, and boom, there goes the wall. And what you want to do immediately, don't loot anything, don't kill the guys, run straight through here and hit the button, because this thing takes forever to come down. So you want to get it moving as fast as possible. And then once that thing's on its way down, you can take out the remaining guys here, which shouldn't be too big of a deal since there won't have been too many that spawned in since the wall was killed so fast. And yeah, while the thing is still coming down, you can loot. There's about 5 crates around here, so feel free to grab that stuff. But yeah, that's a nice skip to use for the Wrecking Ball segment, which is otherwise quite difficult if you have Ashley do the whole wall. It takes a lot of swings, and she's pretty slow with it. But utilizing grenades can make your life a whole lot easier right there by weakening the wall quite a bit. Of course, if you have the infinite launcher, do a New Game Plus and stuff, one shot of a launcher at the wall will weaken it enough so that a single swing from Ashley will destroy it. But here we are on, of course, New Game for the S Plus rank. Grenades actually will do just fine as long as you have a few of them. Yeah, but like I said, probably 4 grenades will make it so that the wall will get destroyed in one swing. I only had 3 on me. Probably shouldn't have wasted my heavy grenade at the beginning. You just basically want to try and take out that archer guy who is there right away when you spawn. There's that group of 3 guys whenever the fight starts, and one of them's always got a crossbow. You want to make sure he dies somehow, and then also the guy up top with the dynamite you want to kill as well with that barrel explosion. You can quickly run over here to grab a yellow herb, 2 crates, and another one of those crystal ores right here for selling. And then we can go and trigger the cutscene where Ashley gets taken away once again by checking this big amber block here. And then we're just going to continue running on through the doors here. And we have the Krauser fight coming up here after this little section. Right here, there's this group of 3 guys. You can either use a grenade or a flashbang, whatever you want to use here, just to either, you know, blind or distract them. So you can loot this chest for a large gold bar. Nice quick one right there. And then just run by. This guy, for some reason, didn't get blown up by the grenade, or maybe he was already recovered. I'm not sure, but I just break free from his grab and then run forwards. 2 crates there you can quickly loot. And moving through the little tent with a bunch of story segments. There's actually some gunpowder on the table there that I could have grabbed. I didn't notice it. A barrel over here. Got to clear up some inventory space. Just combine those herbs. And I got a little turned around there. Wasn't sure where I was. But in this little alcove hidden right here is 2 more barrels for looting. And then we come up through the archway and we're at the merchant. So like I said, I'm basically now going to sell off all the stuff that I've gotten in the interim here. The gold bar, the crystal ore. And I think I also go ahead and inlay all the gems that I have into things and sell them. And I basically get the Killer 7 to as high of, I max out its power just for this boss fight. Like I said, definitely use the rocket launcher if you don't, if you don't care about using it or not. It's definitely it's actually cheaper than upgrading the Killer 7 like I do here. It's definitely not as expensive since I spend 77k on the weapon itself, and then I think I've already spent more than the remaining, what would it be, like 90 or 80k to upgrade it all the way to the highest power level. But yeah, again, up to you whether you want to use. I'm just trying to think what I should do to clear out inventory space for it. So I just decided to go ahead and craft handgun ammo, which I don't normally do with the small resources. But we grab out the Killer 7 and make sure your knife is fully repaired here. It'd be nice if you had some additional knives as I go ahead and finish the powering up process. You don't need it to be max power as well. It could be, 1 or even 2 lower, and it would still do the job pretty well as long as you've got. It starts with 7 bullets. As long as you got like 4 or 5 spare, then you should be good. And hopefully you will have them from random drops. I can't see you not getting at least a few random drops throughout the game. But if you really don't, then I guess you can buy the recipe and craft some, which you get 3 for, I think, 16 handgun bullets. But yeah, here's the Krauser fight. So hide from the TMP, go hide behind the first pillar, for the bow shot, second pillar for the second bow shot, and then hide right there by the window for that last bow shot before running up here. Hide behind this pillar when he jumps up, otherwise he'll throw some BS at you, which is kind of annoying. And then I basically treat the first two Krauser fights here the same as the one in, I think, Chapter 11, where Lewis gets killed. I just use my knife and slash at him whenever I can. It takes me a couple of tries here to get back into the groove of this fight. He is quite annoying, and I wasn't ready for those two E dodges, but I think I get better at it here. Whenever he jumps behind you, make sure you quickly slash him, because he can do that move where he like spreads his arms out and goes and then he'll jump on you and grab you and deal damage, and you'll have to break free. But if you hit him before he's able to do it, you are able to stop that. So definitely try and take advantage of that. Whenever he jumps up, just run straight under him, and then he can't hit you. So it's kind of, he just comes right back down. Pretty easy to avoid that. But yeah, he jumps behind me. He does it. I slash him, and then he gets canceled out of it. I fail at doing that quite a lot during these two fights. So try to be better at it than me. But you'll see that, you know, that's definitely possible to do. I'm just not at the right distance to actually hit him with my knife, so I mess it up. Like right there, I miss him with my first slash, but luckily do hit him with the second one. But yeah, if you're too far away, obviously you will miss your slash and not be able to avoid the grab, which will do some damage to you. That time I thought he actually jumped up, and there you go. There's an example of me missing the knife slash to prevent that move. But, you know, just break out of it. It does do some damage. I think I go ahead and heal up here. And my first aid sprays are all horizontal on the bottom of my inventory there, which looks kind of weird. But, yeah, I guess not the cleanest performance here, but it's not that big a deal. The kicks and things that you have to dodge with E don't actually do that much damage to you, so it's not that big a deal. If you ever get the full 5-hit combo from him, it's always a perfect parry for a free melee hit. And eventually he'll throw a flashbang and run away so you can open the gate. Yeah, like I said, pretty much just treated it the same as the Lewis fight. And you can see my knife is already pretty low on durability, which is not ideal. But yeah, like I said, if you could have some spare boot knives with you here, that would be beneficial. Or maybe you could forego one of the Killer 7 upgrades and upgrade the durability of the knife some more, might be smart. Right here, whenever you run into this area with the crate, he will come behind you, so you can just like shoot him in the face with the shotgun and he'll just flashbang and run away. I don't think there's any better way to get rid of that. Like if you try and knife him, it won't work in my experience. And yeah, just be aware of that. Knife that bear trap, and then you can crouch behind this wall since he'll shoot an explosive arrow shot at you. Shoot this mine out of the way. Shoot the turret that's up there. And this is the way I do it. I just run up here, shoot this mine, and then run back around. There's a bear trap right here and a turret at the end of the hallway, so shoot the turret, get rid of the bear trap, so on and so forth. Just running through the Krauser area here. And then, of course, we go through the little spiral bit right here where there's a bear trap and a turret, so stab the bear trap, shoot the turret, and then make sure you stop a little bit short of the exit because he does, of course, shoot an arrow shot, and you don't want to get hit by that. And then we can run up to the big section where you have to run through him shooting and the bear traps and hide behind stuff. I like to loot this stuff here. There's a crate there, red herb on the whatever that is, broken piece of pillar or whatever. And then there's a crate there as well. Don't really know again what to do with these small materials, so I just craft some more handgun bullets. But yeah, as you can see, I do have 3 boot knives with me here, so that should be good enough for getting through here. But this is the way I do this bit. I'll stab this bear trap and then hide behind the wall until he shoots, and just hide behind this broken pillar thing until he shoots again. Watch out for that bear trap right there, and sit right next to this bear trap to hide behind that one. Another bear trap to avoid there while running to this piece of broken wall. And then I run to this broken wall to grab this herb, although you can just run straight to the pillar if you want, although it is a little bit tight. And then watch out for the bear trap there. You probably can stab it before he shoots. I take a second shot to stab it there, but he actually goes away instead of firing again. And then run up here to bait out his 2 grenades that he throws. Shoot the trip mine thing there, and then we are on to the second fighting segment, which is basically the same as the first, except he can he'll do this thing where he'll throw a flashbang and appear behind you, and you have to dodge it, so be ready for that. Also, sometimes he'll throw a grenade there I took a few steps back and he shot at me again, so I had to go forward again. You can shoot at him while he's up there if you want for some free damage as well. And then he'll jump down and you're back to the similar, you know, fight as before. So just do the same stuff, dodge with E, slash whenever there's an opening. Whenever he jumps behind you, make sure you slash and don't miss like I did, because he will grab you and get free damage. Something that, like I said, I fail a few times. Unfortunately, my knife breaks there, so I can't dodge that thing with E, but I do have the 3 boot knives to make use of. Although they break a lot quicker than your regular knife, it should be more than enough to get through this section of the fight. And we are, yeah, not a whole lot else to say. He will jump up to the walls above occasionally. Like I said at the other section, just go run directly underneath him, and that will prevent him from hitting you. I don't really know what happened there. That kind of looked like a bug or something. But he did just jump up there, so I run underneath and quickly heal up with a green herb. And he throws a grenade, so just move around a little if you need to. And I take some free shots at him when they're available there. And again, I fail to stab him when he jumps behind me, so I get punished by the grab. So pretty much failing pretty miserably at my own tips here. This time, I think he kind of BS'd me there. He usually doesn't just go for that move. So that was a little bit unlucky at the same time. I could have quickly shot him maybe, and that would have stopped it, but I wasn't quick enough on the reaction times at the very least there. And we are dancing very close to this trip mine, but I decide that I want to try and start shotgunning him here because I'm kind of griefing, and you are able to shoot him perfectly fine here. I just find it easier to stick to the melee strat because he's I'm pretty sure he takes more damage than most things from melee strikes. So yeah, right here I just say screw it and start blasting him with the shotgun. You can do this the entire time if you want. You know, use your knife obviously to block his attacks and shoot him whenever the opportunity is available. Like I said, he does do that flashbang thing where he'll just throw a flashbang and then appear right behind you, so be prepared for that. You might be, conditioned to expect him to be leaving whenever a flashbang is thrown, but in this situation, you do have to dodge right afterwards. It's kind of like a bait to make you think that he's gone, but he's really not. Right here, whenever he charges at you, you do have to parry that with the knife. I haven't been able to get him to go away without him doing that swing. Of course, whenever he jumps all the way up to that high pillar during the fight, then this segment will start. So just run through. You can grab that yellow herb, green herb right there. And yeah, as I said, just parry that one attack, and you should be good to go. I can lose some crates there, jump over here, be ready to press E to dodge that jump. Pretty easy to do. And then we are about to be in the final fight. So I go ahead and equip the Killer 7 here. And basically what I do is I'll just go up and down the ladders a bunch for the most part. And whenever he's, you know, jumping up or down and is vulnerable, I'll take some shots with the Killer 7. In this actual fight, I do go ahead and do a little bit more hand-to-hand combat on the bottom level and parry attacks and stuff, which is definitely more dangerous, and I don't recommend doing if you're not comfortable. Just continue doing something like this. You climb up, and if he does that and staggers you with his jump up, then just try and run away. I do get grabbed here, which is not ideal. And but yeah, see, he was vulnerable there for a second, so I just blast him with the Killer 7. Then I jump down and climb right back up as he jumps down to give himself an opening. So he jumps up, vulnerable for a second. I take a shot with the Killer 7, and that's basically how it goes here. So I've hit him twice now, and I'm waiting for him to make an attack animation before I jump down to give myself more time. Whenever he is about to jump down, just be prepared to dodge with E. And this is where I get into a little bit where I do some hand-to-hand because he's close to me, so I shoot him, and then he's available to hit with melee after blocking his attack. And I do it again here, dodge his kick, and yeah, that's basically it. I think I missed one shot, so I think I've hit him with 6 so far. And since I need to reload, I go ahead and climb the ladder here and go back to the normal things I was doing. So if you're comfortable blocking and dodging his attacks down there, you can do that, and it might be a little bit faster because you're able to hit him with melee attacks, and that staggers him, of course. But yeah, there's a 7th shot and an 8th shot, and he goes down. So yeah, that's the Krauser fight. In my opinion, very difficult if you don't have if you don't have a quick way of killing him, or it's not super difficult as long as you use the going up and down the ladder strategy. But it'll take a little longer with that, so I prefer to just magnum him down, or if you feel like it, use the rocket launcher. And that's the end of chapter 14, so we've only got 2 chapters to go. Hope this is helping you guys out. 24 minutes on that one. It's quite a long chapter, of course, with the Wrecking Ball segment, all that other stuff, and the Krauser whole big fight takes a while as well. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys for the next part.